I can't even win an old game in my house. Talk about I get on her nerves and she mad at me.
Hey y'all, so let me tell y'all how I beat this boy at sequence 3 times. I did not cheat. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the family. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 newlywed adjustments. I don't know, I put 10, but 5 newlywed adjustments that helped us. These are things that are keys for us that's helped us as a couple. We would like to hear from you guys though after the video of what helps you guys or things that you guys are going through as newlyweds, which will be funny, but yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. First thing on our top 5 list is gotta be groceries and grocery shopping. If you saw our first video, you heard us kind of talk about this. But yeah, it was kind of a bloodbath for us when we first started living together, you know, after being married, newlyweds, you know, honeymoon phase, all that great jazz. We would constantly fight and bicker in every grocery store, especially the Publix. By our house that was like a mile away. Poor people in there. We would literally be like so upset with each other. And the reason why, at least for me, was we just had different strategies. I'm the type of shopper, I like to have a game plan. Like I want to know, hey, I'm never going to be in the grocery store longer than 30 minutes, ever, for anything. It's not the outlets. I'm going in on a mission, right? She likes to go in there and just kind of like Dora the Explorer. She likes to pull a map out and go here, there, and there. I like to get in, get exactly what I need for that day or that week, and then get out. You know, that's just me, and that's where the conflict ensued.
For me, it's a lot different because I grew up going through every aisle. So when we first got married, I was walking down every aisle seeing what I needed and things like that. But then you realize, dang, I'm about to be spending a lot of money. So that didn't really work. And
she's always hungry too. She shops.
That's
hungry.
True. And
she's
then I put everything in my cart. So that's even worse. But a funny story though, when we first got married.
Yes.
We were walking down aisles, going through the rows, how I like to do it.
Yeah.
And we came across peanut butter and jelly. Now, see, I grew up with the Goober brand, and he grew up with it separately.
Amen.
And he was like, oh, no, that is not coming to my house.
Very lawless.
I probably cried so much.
Yes.
And we were both like arguing over this peanut butter and jelly. It never went into the house until I got pregnant.
Well, you don't put the peanut butter spoon in the jelly jar. That's just un-American.
That was just a compromise.
Have you ever opened up the jelly and you seen the peanut butter in there? Does that not tick you off? Like, you don't even want to make a sandwich at that point. So, not in my house.
I guess that was one of the compromises I had to do as a wife, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, another thing to look out for before you guys get married is thinking about if your partner is competitive or not. And if you're both competitive and what that looks like. So, going into marriage, I didn't realize how competitive I was until we started playing games.
And she started losing.
I would lose, but he would too.
Very sore loser.
We have videos that we're going to show you guys of what sore losers look like. We both were sore losers. No. Seriously. You're going to sit here and lie.
We don't have enough footage for me to
I have. And he was not happy. He was just like.
See, and this is the thing too. She didn't realize, she's always been very competitive, but she didn't realize, like, with me, like, I was not just going to let her win stuff. I didn't know she thought that's how it worked. Where I come from, you get every dub. You got to earn a dub with me. You got to earn a W. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So she kept taking L's. She kept taking L's, and then she just started getting her feelings, and then she started getting mean. See, if I lose, it's like, cool, you earn that. But when she loses, she gets like spiteful. You know, she gets hurtful, or she did. Not anymore. But again, it's something to look out for. There was a couple times I threw dice somewhere. Like she threw dice. She just like stopped playing the game. She would renege on a bet, like because we would make wagers and stuff like that. She wouldn't do it. But if I lost, I was always an honorable man.
That's not true. Not always.
Very true. And in Moncala, where she just got beaten really badly. We're not gonna talk about that.
And you got beaten
7-1. 7-1. That's all I'm saying. Next one is for sure gotta be on the I guess the top 2 out of the 5 is like holidays, right? Like
Oh yeah.
holidays is such a big thing, especially when you have, when you getting together, even if you're not married and you're just like dating and stuff like that, and you're serious about a person, families become involved, which is a beautiful thing. But with that, now you have all the expectations of each other's family. Your family's used to seeing you every holiday, but now they got to split that time, especially if you have like families like ours who are like, who are very close, who care about the holidays and stuff like that. It comes kind of tricky, especially when you get around that, those winter holidays, the big ones like Thanksgiving and Christmas. It kind of can get kind of tricky to see like, where we're going, especially me, because I'm like a homebody and I just feel like my mom is the greatest cook in the world. So I don't ever want to be anywhere other than that. But
thankfully, though, our families have become closer.
Yeah.
So now our Thanksgiving and Christmas are a little much easier. We just figure out whose house we're going to go to, and we all invite the people at that one house. So that's pretty helpful. But before, it was just deciding which one we're going to go to first. The plus side, though, you do get more food. So
yeah, but you got to do more driving on a holiday with a... You gotta do more driving on a holiday with a full stomach, which you don't want to do.
Definitely.
Me, I'm a homebody, so like when I settle on one place, I'm like ready to chill.
I definitely recommend you guys take some Tupperwares. That's gonna be your bestie right there. I mean,
Tupperwares, yes.
Just so you don't have to cook later on. Benefits.
Yeah. Next one on our list is sharing a space with your significant
that's rough.
other.
It's still rough sometimes.
That includes cleaning, all that good jazz, alone time, all that stuff. And the thing is, again, like we told you guys, we are Christians, we are believers, so we weren't with each other before we got married. After we got married, that's the first time we ever lived with one another. And the first time we lived with anybody else other than our families. So, we were relatively young, so not only 2 years or 3 years after being in high school, we got married. So now we're in an apartment in this small space, and it's like now you got to take care of your stuff plus somebody else's stuff.
Yeah. See, but though I should have knew it was a red flag when I went into his room.
Don't you dare!
And
don't you dare!
It looked crazy. I should have been like, "Dang, that's what I'm gonna be marrying." But love conquers all, because you don't even think about any of that.
Yeah, and 2, just look out there for, shout out to you dudes out there holding it down. God told you she's the one, that's great. But just know, like, she might be the representative. Like, she might be the representative. She might be at the front desk, the girl you're talking to. But there's a girl in the back, though. Once she move in, that's who's pulling up. And she be trying to relax. She be trying to chill a lot. And
wow, you trying to see me like that?
Throwing it out there. I'm trying to help people at home.
No.
I'm trying to help people at home. No, you do your thing, babe. But I'm just saying, not to the extent it was like her dream to fold clothes. Like, you would have thought before, I can't wait to fold you. I'm gonna have your outfits laid out in the morning. I'll be picking up after you. Oh my God. I'm like, what?
I'm not gonna lie though, there comes a point where you're just like lazy.
Yeah, and that point was day one of us living together. Because I never got an outfit set out. But it's not what this video is about at all. But yes, that also another funny, because sharing spaces, like we both we're good cleaners, but like cleaning up after each other is like a pet peeve of ours.
Yeah.
So we went through a war where we were just like throwing out dishes. Because like we got sick of each other like not doing dishes.
That we just started throwing them out.
So she started throwing them out. And so then I was listening to this podcast and he's like, me and my wife just bought like paper plates and plastic forks and stuff. So
yep. That's
we got paper
best.
plates and plastic forks and stuff. And we argue so much less over dishes. So sometimes
way more peaceful.
Way more peaceful. We both don't like that particular chore. So that definitely is a key. Like, hey, figure it out. If you both don't like something, maybe there's a way around it, especially if it's dishes. It might cost more money in the long run, but that's worth peace of mind.
For sure. All right. So lastly, to put the cherry on top to everything, Everything really revolves around communication. If you're not communicating with one another, then that's when all these conflicts start to happen, fester. You're agitated, he's irritated, and nothing gets resolved. So pretty much we just learn how to just talk to each other about what bothers us and finding solutions to help us with these things.
Yeah.
There's actually people, though, I've heard this before, that do get divorced because stupid things like this. So don't let that be a reason why you guys don't make it in the future.
Yeah,
so.
get the plastic forks, guys. Keep these marriages alive.
Seriously.
Yeah, but too, like on communication, I think is a lot of times you want the same thing, she wants the same thing, but assumptions can really lead to frustration when you think somebody. You assume that she's going to do it a certain way, or she assumes that I'm going to do it a certain way, or we made plans like a month ago and one person forgets it, or there's something happening. You know, just life kind of gets in the way, but usually, you know, if your heart's in the right place, she wants the same thing that I want, you know, and vice versa. But we have like different, you know, avenues of getting there. It's kind of like the grocery shopping thing, you know, like I want to have this specific plan, but she works this way. But at the end of the day, we want to eat, we want to fill the pantry. That's like the goal, you know, and just compromising and seeing, okay, where can I give a little bit? Where can, you know, really just saying, hey, where can I give a little bit? Like if you do that and you start thinking about the other person and really praying for them and interceding for them and saying, you know, God, you know, just help them and not do it in a selfish way, but from yourself. And peace and all those great things and joy will be added to, you know, everything you do, you know. But that compromise is the big key, and communication is everything,
for
you
sure.
know. And So thank you guys so much for tuning into our video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button down in the description. See you guys next week.
Yep.